Math 1. This video is going to review Task 3.1. We're going to take a look at a graph and try to interpret and identify intervals. If you have some highlighters, go ahead and get those out now. So the first thing we're going to notice here, is there's water in gallons in a washing machine, and over time something happens. So I notice here that the water increases and goes from 0 all the way to 30. So let's highlight that first section right there. Let's highlight that. That is increasing. That's an increasing section. Is there any other increasing sections? Oh, right here. Right here, the water level is increasing, going up, up, up. Increasing. So what they want us to do is to identify where is the water increasing. So let's write down increasing. And to do that, you look along the x-axis. So I know that it started with 0, and then it kept going up all the way until, 3. So sometimes it helps to build these little walls. It's increasing from 0 to 3 minutes. And then again, starting at 13, and then from 13 to 16 minutes, it is increasing. Now, how do you write that mathematically? So sometimes it helps to take a look at the x-axis here from 0 to 3. We use brackets from 0, 3, and that means this whole time, all the decimals and everything from 0 to 3, it was increasing. And same thing here from brackets 13, comma, all the way to 16 with brackets, and we're going to say that these are minutes. And that's called interval notation. So this is called interval. Interval means all the time in between. Let's see, is there any time where the graph is going down or decreasing? And I notice that there's a piece right here, so if you have a highlighter, let's highlight this piece going down and this piece going down. So there are two decreasing pieces. Let's just label them. Decrease, decrease. And again, I'm going to build those walls. So it starts decreasing at 10 all the way until 13. So decreasing. Important that we label these. So the decreasing section starts at 10 and goes all the way to 13, and then there's another decreasing piece starting at 18 through 20. 18 through 20 minutes. And how do we write that mathematically? We have to use the interval. So we start with, I should say 10, brackets 10, comma 13. And there's another piece that brackets starts at 8, comma, and goes all the way through 20, close brackets. And these are minutes. And the last section we need to look for, is the water level ever staying the same? Is it ever just staying the same? And I notice here that the water increases to 30, and then there's 30 gallons in the machine for quite some time. That's probably when it's washing the clothes. Then it drains the water. Ooh, then it adds more water. So this might be the rinse cycle over here. So there are two sections. That's where the water is not going up or down. It's staying constant. Constant means it's not increasing. It's not decreasing. It's constant. So our last section down here is going to be constant. And that happens, let's see, where's the walls? It's the same wall here. From 3 to 10, from 3 to 10 minutes, and again over here from 16 to 18, 16 to 18 minutes. And how do we write that answer mathematically? We're going to use brackets from 3, comma, 10, and brackets 16, comma, 18, and we have to say units, which are minutes. So this is the lesson of the day. You're You're finding intervals of increasing, decreasing, constant, and intervals means you use brackets. Let's take a look at the next page. Okay. If you have highlighters, it seems like 3 is the number that we need, right? So how do you do increasing, decreasing, constant? Increasing means a section of the graph that is going up, okay, from left to right. So let's go find a section that's increasing. Let's highlight it, okay? So that piece I'm going to label as increasing. But where is it increasing? When does that happen? That happens from -3 up to -1. So from brackets between -3 and -1, okay, the graph is going uphill during this interval. You can think of that as time if you want. Is the graph ever decreasing? Okay, I'm going to highlight this as the increasing answer. Where is the graph decreasing? Where is it going downhill? Right here, downhill. That's the little section where it's going down. So let's label that decreasing. And when does that happen? It happens from +3 to +4. A section of graph that is going down from left to right. And that happens from brackets 3, to 4. Okay, that's not a point. That is an interval. Okay, starting at 3 all the way to 4 and all the time in between, all the decimals and fractions between. Okay, that's what interval notation means. And finally, is there any constant section? Okay, so constant section right here, constant means that the graph is flat from left to right. It's flat. So here's the constant section, and that happens from -1 all the way to 3. -1 to 3. Okay? And interval notation, what does that mean? Okay, so interval notation, I'll just put that right here. Interval notation means that you use brackets. You say when something starts, comma, all the way until something stops. The start, then the stop. Okay, and we're going to go from left to right, left to right. Let's take a look at this graph here and highlight some sections of increasing, decreasing, constant. Okay, so let's do increasing first. Let's highlight all the places where we see increase. The first place I see is right here. This is increasing. That's flat. Then it goes down. Oh, here's some increase. Okay. And here's some more increase. So this is actually all going to continue to get highlighted. I know that the slope changes, but it is still all going up, up, uphill. That's one piece. Oh, and then here's another little section of increase, a little curvy tail. Okay, so when we have, this is piece 1, this is all going to be piece 2, and then this is section 3. We're going to have 3 intervals, 3 answers. Okay, so where does the first one start? -6, and it goes until -3. Okay, with brackets. Remember, you go left to right. All right, and then there is a math symbol, this little union right here. Okay, that means and. And there's another section. Okay, it starts at 2. Starts at 2. Okay, and we're not going to stop just because they put a point there. Okay, there's lots and lots and lots of points. We're going to go all the way until it stops increasing, and that is at 5. So from 2 to 5. And then there is this last little curvy piece. This is increasing, and it happens union from 7 until 8. Brackets. Okay, don't forget brackets. Is there any place where the graph is decreasing, going downhill? Nope, that's flat. Oh, here's a decreasing section. And then here's a curvy decreasing section. So decrease can be straight, it can be linear, okay, it could be curvy, it could even change the slope. Okay, your sections just have to be going increasing or decreasing. So where does this happen? What x value is right here? I don't see a number. That's the origin, so that's a 0, right? Brackets 0 all the way until 2, okay? And then how do you say and? Union, and another piece that starts at 5 and goes until 7, 5 to 7. And is there any place on the graph where it is constant? Any constant sections? Just this one right here, constant. Okay, and that starts at -3, and that goes all the way until 0, brackets. All right, let's keep going, guys. This last one right here, okay, wants us to draw a graph. We have to follow these directions. Okay, there's a couple things that we have to listen to. The account starts with $10. Okay, so let's just highlight that. We're going to start with $10. So if I look at this graph, this is the money in the account, and this is the time in days. Okay, so in the beginning, okay, when it says start, okay, that means the beginning. And anytime you see the word beginning or start, remember our chart always had to start with 0, 0, 10. So we're going to put a point right here. There's the starting point. Okay, and then the graph is increasing for the next 4 days. Increasing. Okay, so after day 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I know that my graph has to go uphill, has to increase. They didn't exactly say how much, so I'm just going to make it go increasing, okay, all the way to there. Increase to day 4. Increase. Okay, the amount of money decreases for the next 2 days. Okay, now I have to add a decreasing piece on that lasts 2 days. So from day 4, we'll go 5, 6, that's 2 days later. And how much does it decrease? It doesn't really say. It doesn't really say. So I'm just going to go ahead and decrease it this much. Okay, decrease. Decrease. It could be right in the middle of a box. That's okay. And then, oh, we got some constant. Okay, so we have a constant piece here. It's going to stay constant for the next 3 days. Let's get a flat section going. So this is day 6, 7, 8, 9, all the way to day 9. So whatever that value was, we have to make sure we stay nice and flat and constant. Constant. The money does not go up. It doesn't go down. It just stays. I'm not spending any money. Okay. And then another decreasing section. The money's going to decrease for the last day. It's going to decrease and go downhill. And look at this. Okay. It's got to end with $0 on day 10. So that means down here on day 10, I have nothing. And for me to get my decreasing piece in, we're going to lose all the money down to 0. Decreasing. Okay, so we've got a nice graph. We followed the directions. Write the interval for where the function is increasing, decreasing. Okay, so remember interval means brackets and parentheses. The brackets with the commas. Write the interval. Where is it increasing? And then we have to interpret it. Interpret. Okay, with the context of the problem. That means use words. So it's increasing. Let's see, that was pink, right? It was increasing just that one section right there. So it's increasing from 0 all the way 0 to 4. 0 to 4. Okay, and interpret. Interpret means you have to use the words of the situation, the words of the story. Okay, so from 0 to 4, okay, what's happening? What's happening? Something's going up. What is increasing? It started at 10 and got higher. Oh, that's the money. Okay, so the money increased. Okay, or you could say went up. Okay, the money increased from 0 to 4 days. 0 to 4 days. So when you're doing these, you just have to be careful that you use 2 words. Okay, 2 words of the story. we're going to have to say the word money, and we're going to have to say the word days. Where was it decreasing? Okay, decreasing was green, right? Decreasing was my green. Where is it going down? This first section right here starts at 4. So from 4 until 6, brackets. Okay, and union, and there's one more piece right here that starts at 9, brackets, until 10. Okay, so that's the interval, but now we have to interpret. We have to interpret, I have to use both of these words. Okay, so I'm going to start with money. The money decreased. The money decreased between days 4 to 6 and 9 to 10. Okay, you could also say that you lost money or you spent money. The money's going down. Okay, from here to here and between 9 and 10. And the last one is talking about constant. Constant was the flat section that we had, and that was between 6 and 9. Okay, so the interval is between 6 and 9. Okay, and let's interpret that. The money remained, you could say, constant. The money remained the same, okay, from days or between days 6 and 9. Okay. All right. Good luck, everyone.